Welcome to Excelberry. You probably heard about the new Chat GPT from OpenAI, and it's an AI tool that you write a question to and then you get the answer. And it's text-based, and in this video I will show you how it can help you in Excel. For example, I asked it to write a macro that makes an email of the data in cell B2 to E7 to the recipient in cell C9. The data should be attached as a PDF and the subject should be what's in the cell C10. And I'll show you what it wrote. So let's begin with some background. The URL is chat.openai.com, and it's a non-profit organization in the US with an open source code, and Elon Musk was one of the early investors. And what you do is that you write a question and then you get the answer. And the good thing is that you can re-roll the answer, or you can add questions or modify it. And it was released quite recently, so it gets better and better for every day. For now, it's free, so you go into chat.openai.com and create your account with your Google account or email address. I recommend for you to try it out. You could, for example, use it to write macros, Power Query, formulas, Power BI, or something else. And it's quite fun actually to use. Let's try it here in this video. Here we have data, and we want this data to be emailed, and we want the recipient to be this email address here and the subject here. But before we begin, we want to have the quantities for the berries, and the quantities for these berries are in the sheet berries. So we need to find it in the A column and return the B column. So we write to the Chat GPT, write a formula in Excel that searches for the value in cell B3 in the sheet berries, column A, and then return the values in column B. Use the XLOOKUP function. So I don't want it to use the VLOOKUP. So I copy this one here, I go to Chat GPT. So here's the Chat GPT, and you write what you want down here. So I paste it here. So let's see if it's correct what it does. So to use the XLOOKUP function, search blah 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 blah. Let's see what it does. So search for what's in B3 in the A column in berries sheet and then returns B. Yeah, that's probably what we want. So let's copy this one here and paste it into our cell here. And now we need to change the commas to semicolon instead, because that's how I write it in Sweden. And now we can copy the formula down. So instead of me trying to make a formula, I gave the task to OpenAI or the Chat GPT. So now we can go to our more advanced task, which is write a macro that makes an email of the data here, and we want it to be attached as a PDF, and the subject should be what's here and the recipient what's here. So I'll copy our question, go to OpenAI, ChatGPT, and write it here, or I can press new thread. So let's see what it writes to us. Here is a sample macro that you can use to create an email with the data in cell B2 to E7 attached as a PDF. So let's see if it will work. So first it will write the code, and you will have text explaining what the code will do for you. Then it will create the entire code in just a couple of seconds, and you copy the code up here, and after it's written, it will also explain what it does. So it actually says that you only need to copy it and paste it into Visual Basic. So let's go to the Developer tab, Visual Basic, and find our modules, insert a new one, and paste our macro. So let's try to run it. And here we have a macro to the recipient that we wanted, with the subject and the data attached as a PDF. So that is one example on how great the Chat GPT is. It's not always perfect, the macro that it does, but eventually you'll get what you want and it will be quicker than you trying to do it by yourself. So Chat GPT is the future in my opinion, and hopefully it can help you in your work. And that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Please subscribe if you want to learn even more in Excel, like if you learned something, and go my course on excelberry.com. Thank you.